Hey besties! So this is awkward, it's been a while. So I've been seeing a lot of 70s inspired looks this season, so I wanted to do a summer classic, which is the halter top. And making halter tops are literally so easy. If you don't have a lot of sewing experience, no problem, you can do this. So let's go to Joann's and see if there's any 70s inspired prints, and let's get to sewing. Well, that was expensive, so I better not mess this up. Why buy something from Shein for $9 when you could spend $30 in hours of your time and effort making a worse quality item? So I ended up getting 2 yards of fabric for $7 a yard. Do the math, multiplication, just in case I mess up, but you'll probably only need 1 yard. And if you're wondering, this is what 2 yards of fabric looks like on a ghost. So first I started by measuring around my underbust or around my rib cage basically, and you can also use the measurements from your bra. Then I decided to pull out one of my bikini tops and just measure from there. I measured the width of each cup, the total length of it together, the width of the triangle, and then the height, and then also the straps. So I wanted to base the straps that you tie in the back off of this one top that I already have because I love the dramatic bow that it has. It just looks so pretty and flowy and dramatic. So I started by laying each of the straps down flat just to see what the general shape of them were. So now I'm just measuring how long it is, how wide it is, and what the ends look like. And here I'm just double checking the measurements of the ribcage, and it does add up to the bikini top about 12 inches across. So now I'm getting some butcher's paper or craft paper, and I'm going to use that to make my pattern. You can also use construction paper, gift wrapping paper, whatever you have laying around. So it's going to start off pretty rough. I'm just going to do a general shape. We're just going to outline the general shape around the strap, and eventually we're going to go back in with a ruler to make sure that the lines are nice and crisp and straight. So once I have that all cut out, I'm going to lay down the butcher paper, and it normally rolls up, so I'm going to use paperweights. I don't have any paperweights. I'm just going to use my paints because that's what I have. If you have like pebbles, crystals, I don't know, use that to keep your pattern down. So once you have that all laid out, I'm going to trace around the outside of the pattern, and once that's done, I'm going to flip over the pattern like a mirror and then trace all the way around that. So the shape that you'll be left with in the end is going to look similar to a sword or a tie. Now onto the Bermuda triangles. Okay, so same principle. I'm just gonna lay it down on the butcher paper and trace around the general shape, and then I'm gonna draw all the way up to make the straps. Of course, there's a lot of different variation you can do with the straps. You can make really long ones, you can make really wide ones, you can make thin and skinny ones. So it really is up to you on the look that you want. I think mine were about 16 inches long and about 2 inches wide, given some seam allowance. And so your pattern should look like a Y or a funnel shape. And now I'm just going to cut everything out. And so you should be left with these pieces out of the main fabric. So you have the 2 boob parts, the part that's going to go around your rib cage, and then the 2 straps. We're almost ready to start sewing. So first we're going to fold over the body piece hot dog style, and then we're going to do the same with each of the straps hot dog style. Make sure that the pattern side is on the inside, not showing. And the last piece that we need to cut out is the inner lining for the 2 boob triangles. So just use that pattern that we made before and cut them out. So now that that's cut out, we're going to put them together. Make sure when you're pinning them, the pretty side is on the inside or not showing. And then we're going to sew all around the edges, but we're going to leave the bottom part open so that we can flip it inside out later. And here's a little close-up on how you do the corners or whenever you're doing sharp edges, like when you're doing a strap. And remember, if you're not confident with sewing in a straight line, remember to go slow, take your time. I feel like whenever I sew, I'm like, oh, sewing machine can go fast? I mean, I go fast. But I really need to take my time because I mess up so many projects by just rushing it. And here's me turning the fabric inside out after sewing it. So next, here we go to the straps. Taking our fabric that we folded in half already, and we're sewing all around the edges, but we're going to leave that one side open at the end so that we can turn it inside out. So that's the before and after on inside out and inside outed. And this is what you should be left with. All the pieces are sewed, but they are not attached to each other just yet. So now it's time to break out the iron. So this is the body piece. I'm folding over the top edges. And since we already have the iron out, I'm gonna iron down the rest of the edges on the straps and on the boob triangles. So to give them a nice pleat, I'm going to do like a cross section, and I'm going to make sure that all of the seams underneath are nice and flat to make sure they're laid, and I'm going to iron all the way down on top of it. And if you need some help with that inside outing part with the straps, I would definitely suggest getting a chopstick or a kebab stick to help you poke out the edges so that they're nice and sharp. So you do have some stylistic options. You could put them really close together. You could make them far apart. You could do a little pleat. I don't know what you got going under there. Just assess what look that you're going for and how much coverage you need, if you know what I mean. So once you figure that out, we're just basically gonna tuck these little triangles in goodnight into that square fabric. We're gonna fold it over right on top like a little sandwich, and then we're gonna sew right across. And this is what it should look like. And the very last step, we're gonna match up the straps to the body piece, make sure that everything is aligned and straight, and I'm just gonna pin it and sew straight across with a straight stitch. So this is after the first time going over with the straight stitch, and see how the frayed edges are just sticking out like that. So we're just gonna cut all the extra stuff off and then go back over it with a zigzag stitch. Oh, looks so professional. Look at that, I really made something. I did it. This was actually like the easiest and most well done sewing project that I've ever done. Like most sewing projects that I do, I want to rip my hair out, but look, she's still intact. And I don't know if this is just like a common halter top problem, but I do feel some side boob here, and I don't have big boobs. But side boob is definitely peeking out, so if you don't want that, I would definitely suggest making the cups a little bit wider than I did. You know, just base your measurements off clothing that you already have that already fits you, because somebody who is smarter than the both of us has already made the pattern and the measurements for that clothing. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you found this helpful. Ow! And I will see you next time, I guess. Bye!